stocked newsagent shop carries about 2,000 magazines. And now there's a new one, Beef, which markets itself for men with taste. The magazine was launched by Gruner+Jahr, one of Germany's largest publishing houses. Beef is the brainchild of Jan Spielhagen. He's convinced it'll be a success, even in these difficult economic times.
Many products do well even during a crisis, and some products do especially well. That's exactly what we're trying to do with Beef. The men I'm trying to reach with Beef are weathering the crisis better than the average German. We want to reach men who are doing well financially, and who can swing the €9.80 for the magazine.
For
€9.80, we can read about a competition for the perfect steak, how to make the perfect fried potatoes and skin a rabbit, instructions for an elaborate 4-course menu, and an opulent photo spread. And of course, there's also a segment on the proper utensils and equipment for the amateur cook. Another piece explains how to found a cooking club. These men have already started their cooking club. They call themselves the Cowboy Cooks in English and have been meeting regularly for the past 2 years. Each member cooks one course, but they don't decide the menu ahead of time. That means every meeting is good for a surprise.
We basically shoot from the hip. Sometimes we combine ingredients that no one else would, where a woman would probably say, "Ew, that's disgusting." But we give it a try and eat it, and if we don't like it, we just say so. We're more direct and honest here than if there were women in our group.
We've got a different way of hanging out together. We don't get catty with each other. In a group of women, one of them might end up being catty because she has more experience. But here we try to respect each other and learn from the new things the others show us.
In this men's night out, the main event is carpaccio with fennel and radish. The vinaigrette is adapted from a Beef magazine recipe. Men who enjoy experimenting with new recipes are no longer a rarity in Germany. Men like these are Beef's target audience. If the first issue is a success, the magazine will appear 4 times a year. The magazine hopes to appeal to the men who have joined the cooking boom by providing that special masculine touch.
Men who cook are also interested in the hardware, the knives, the appliances, the different stove systems. When men cook, they talk about and are interested in the hardware. That's not the case for women. For a woman, a knife has to cut, but that's about it. It's much more practical and sensible, but that's not what men are like.
The Cowboy Cooks also fancy themselves as hardware experts.
This is my new boning knife. It's great. It slides right through. For extracting a bone or carving a thigh, it's a lot of fun. Otherwise, it would be a fiddly mess. But with this, it's fun.
With their interest in high-end cooking equipment and unusual recipes, it's no wonder the Cowboy Cooks enjoyed the first issue of Beef.
The kitchen crime scene piece with tips about keeping your knives sharp was brilliant.
The most interesting cooking stories are on the internet. We all know which blogs we read.
It'll continue to develop. It's not bad.
And then there's the price, €9.80. For that amount, each one of us could cook a wonderful 3-course meal for 2.
It's a good approach and it has some nice ideas. I guess you could say less is more here.
So 5 of the 7 Cowboy Cooks like the new magazine. If these numbers hold for all men, then the Beef editors should also have reason to toast the occasion.